Welcome back to the City Period. Today, we've get the latest updates of your beloved club, Manchester City. But before we dive in, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a moment of City news. Let's get started. Manchester City are preparing a formal bid to sign Crystal Palace and England star Eberechi Eze, with the reigning Premier League champions ready to test the Eagles' resolve with a substantial offer. Pep Guardiola sees Eze as a dynamic addition to his evolving midfield and attacking line, capable of adding flair, creativity, and tactical versatility to a squad already bursting with talent. As sources close to the club confirm, City are ready to open negotiations and submit a bid directly to Crystal Palace in the coming days, possibly in the range of £60 to £70 million, a figure that could rise based on performance-related add-ons. The Etihad hierarchy views Eze not just as a reinforcement, but as a long-term successor to some of the club's aging midfield maestros. Eberechi Eze. From championship talent to Premier League star, Eberechi Eze has become one of the Premier League's most admired attacking midfielders since his move from Queen's Park Rangers to Crystal Palace in 2020. A product of grassroots football and a journey through adversity, Eze has blossomed into a complete creative force, known for his dribbling, composure, agility, and vision. His 2024-25 season was arguably his finest yet. Scoring 12 goals and assisting 8 in the Premier League, Eze operated in a fluid attacking midfield role for Palace, driving the ball through midfield and linking up with forwards in transition. His performances earned him a place in Gareth Southgate's England squad for the 2024 UEFA European Championship, and he is now part of England's FIFA World Cup 2026 plans. Guardiola has long admired the 26-year-old, who combines street football skills with tactical maturity. At City, Eze is seen as a player who can complement or even eventually replace Kevin De Bruyne, while also rotating with the likes of Bernardo Silva, Phil Foden, and Mateo Kovacic. Manchester City's midfield rebuild. The push for Eze comes as Manchester City look to refresh their midfield following the departure of Calvin Phillips and growing uncertainty over Bernardo Silva's long-term future. Kevin De Bruyne, now 34, has had to manage injuries and is no longer expected to start every game. İlkay Gündoğan's exit in 2023 left a creative hole that Mateo Kovacic and Matheus Nunes have only partially filled. Guardiola has made it clear to the City board that this summer's transfer window is critical for sustaining their domestic and European dominance. After winning a historic fourth consecutive Premier League title in 2025 but falling short in the Champions League semi-final against Real Madrid, City's ambition is to add fresh energy to a squad that has been pushed to the limit. Eze, with his balance, ball-carrying skills, and ability to operate between the lines, fits the City model perfectly. He's comfortable in tight spaces, can play off both flanks, and thrives in positional play, traits Guardiola demands from his midfielders. The financial side. A bid in the making, Crystal Palace are braced for City's approach, but are expected to hold firm on their valuation, believed to be around £70 million. Eze signed a new long-term contract with Palace in late 2023, giving the South London club leverage in negotiations. City, for their part, are prepared to go close to that valuation, especially as Guardiola is believed to have personally endorsed the move. While Palace would prefer to keep their talisman, there is an understanding that Eze's development has outgrown the club, and the chance to work under Guardiola in the Champions League is likely to appeal to the player. According to Transfer Insiders, City's bid will be structured with an initial fee of around £60 million, with an additional £10 million in add-ons. Personal terms are not expected to be an issue, as Eze is keen on the move and has instructed his representatives to monitor developments. What Eze brings to Guardiola's system. Tactically, Eze is the kind of player Guardiola can deploy in several roles. Advanced 8 in a 3-2-4-1 setup. Much like how İlkay Gündoğan operated, Eze can drift into the box, link with the striker, and press high. False winger. On the left or right flank, where he can cut inside or provide width. Secondary striker. Supporting a central forward like Erling Haaland or Julian Alvarez with late runs and clever positioning. His ball retention under pressure, dribbling through compact defenses, and quick decision-making in transition make him an ideal piece in City's positional play engine. His versatility also gives City tactical flexibility, especially in matches where they face low blocks. Guardiola is known to favor technically proficient, intelligent players who can adapt to multiple roles. In Eze, he sees a rare English talent who has flair, physicality, and tactical awareness, a combination Guardiola believes is essential for competing at the highest level in both the Premier League and Europe. The player's perspective, Eze, who grew up in Greenwich and spent time at Millwall and Arsenal's academies before making his name at QPR, has always been seen as a humble but ambitious figure. His rise to prominence has been meteoric, and sources suggest he is excited by the idea of working with Guardiola. In past interviews, Eze has praised the football played by Guardiola's teams, noting the technical standards and collective intelligence of the squad. A move to City would not only elevate his club career, but also solidify his status within the England national team setup. At 26, he's entering his prime years, and a switch to Manchester City offers the platform to compete for silverware at the highest level. Crystal Palace's dilemma. While Palace would love to keep their star man, they are aware that the financial windfall from Eze's sale could fund an entire rebuild. With Oliver Glasner now in charge, the club may seek to reinvest funds into multiple positions. Palace have been scouting potential replacements, with interest in players such as Leeds United's Crysencio Somerville and Lions' Rayan Cherki. Sporting director Dougie Freedman has prepared contingency plans, knowing that losing Eze was always a question of when, not if. Guardiola's summer strategy. Eze's potential arrival fits into a broader Manchester City summer strategy, focused on evolution rather than revolution. Guardiola is not expected to oversee wholesale changes, but will instead make 2 or 3 key signings. Alongside Eze, City continue to monitor emerging left-backs and young defenders, with Wolves' Rayan Ait-Nouri and Barcelona's Alejandro Balde among those linked. City have also expressed interest in Bayern Munich's Jamal Musiala, though that deal is seen as more complex and unlikely this summer. Guardiola is reportedly keen to wrap up deals early to integrate new signings during preseason and have them ready for the Community Shield, the Premier League opener, and early Champions League qualifiers. Fan and media reaction. City fans have greeted the Eze links with excitement. While the club often looks abroad for talent, signing a homegrown English star with proven Premier League quality and international pedigree is seen as a smart move. Pundits have also praised the idea. Former City captain Vincent Kompany recently commented, "Eze has the kind of personality and skill set to thrive under Guardiola. If that move happens, it could be transformational." What happens next? With personal terms likely to be swiftly agreed upon, the ball is now in Crystal Palace's court. If City's offer reaches or exceeds £70 million, Palace may be forced to seriously consider it, especially given the player's interest in the move. Talks are expected to accelerate over the coming days, with City hopeful of sealing a deal before the start of preseason. If successful, Eberechi Eze could become the club's marquee signing of the summer, and yet another Guardiola project destined for greatness.